Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to take you through my number one cleaning business marketing strategy. So this is the exact strategy that we use in my own cleaning business today. We're in 4 cities. We do over 7 figures in revenue every year. So in its essence, our strategy is very simple. We have tried many marketing channels over the years, both offline and online, but now we have a very clear and focused strategy. And that strategy is basically to dominate page 1 of Google. So when I talk about page 1 of Google, we need to think about it in terms of your specific location. So if you were or if you are a house cleaning business in Boston, and if you type in house cleaning companies in Boston, that would be, you would go to Google, see what is on that first page. And effectively, the main marketing strategy that we use today is one where we want to be as visible on page 1 as possible. So on Google page 1, whether you're searching for house cleaners in Boston or whether you're looking for your maid service in Boston or residential cleaners in Boston, all those terms generally will bring up the same sorts of companies. The same types of results will appear on that first page. There will be a bit of variation, but generally when I talk about being visible on page 1 on Google, it is for your specific location and your specific cleaning service. So on page 1 on Google, there are, I would say, 4 main sections. You can divide page 1 of Google, the results that you see, the companies that you see on page 1 into four main areas. So at the very top is Google local service ads. You'll see probably with three results at the very top of the page. They often have a phone number, the company name, the number of reviews. And if you are searching for residential cleaners in Boston, you can simply click that result and that phone call will get taken to that business specifically. So at the very top of the page is the Google local service ads results. Below that are the next 4 positions, which are your Google ads ads results. So Google Ads and Google LSA all come within Google's advertising platform, but it is a slightly different different strategy. So the Google Ads platform, there's many more things that you can do. There's many more things that you can test. So you will see that there are different adverts, and the ad copy of those adverts between all the companies is very different. And there is a lot of things that you can test and iterate on underneath those ads that you will not see if you are doing that search. So things like, you can bid certain amounts of money to be higher up in those results or lower down. Your ads can show at different times of the day. Your ads can show in different locations. So there's lots and lots of different variation in there. But effectively with Google Ads, each time your advert is clicked on, you are charged an amount by Google. So it's a cost per click model. The Google local services results, if you're advertising there, you get charged on a lead basis. So it's a slightly different way of being charged if you're the actual company doing the advertising on there. So Google Ads is the second section. The third section below that is what's called the map section, the Google My Business profile section. You will often see a map there, and you'll see 3 or 4 companies under there. Again, it'll be the name of the company. You'll see the number of reviews, the average reviews. And again, the same sort of thing. You can click on the profile, you can call them up. You can look at the reviews, you can look at photos, things like that. So that's the third section, is the Google My Business profile section. And then at the bottom is what's called like the organic SEO. So these results will be towards the bottom of the page. So these are the companies or the websites which Google shows you and believes to be most relevant and valuable for you as the searcher. So there are many different things that come into play with here. So if you are typing in residential cleaners in Boston, and there is a particular company that is very focused on that service, they're based in Boston, a lot of the text is about Boston, a lot of the text is about residential cleaning, they've got good authority, the company's been around for a long time, they've got lots of reviews, then Google is likely to rank that company higher up as well. So these are the organic SEO rankings. So when I talk about dominating page one of Google, the idea is that we want to be visible in every single one of those 4 sections. So we want to be advertising on Google local service ads. We want to be advertising on the Google Ads section. We want to be visible on the map section, the Google My Business section, and we want to be visible on the organic rankings as well. Obviously, the higher up, the better. And all 4 of those are very separate. They need to be optimized individually. You need to have a definitive strategy for every single one of those 4 sections. But if you can crack that and you are visible on 4 spots on page 1 of Google, it is very likely, or more likely, that someone searching for residential cleaners in Boston is likely to come across your company a number of times. There's a high chance that they're going to click on your result and end up getting in touch with you to find out more about your services. So if you compare that to, let's say you were only running, Google Ads, so you're in one position on that first page, so you don't have visibility in your local service ads, you don't have visibility in the map section, and you don't have visibility in your SEO rankings. So rather than being visible in 4 spots on page 1, you're just visible in 1 spot. So as you can imagine, the likelihood of that person actually going to your website and picking up the phone and calling you or booking service is going to be a lot lower. So the Google domination strategy is really geared around being visible, very, very visible, for these 4 sections. And if you get that right, and that's something that we focus on, as I said at the beginning of this video, you will comfortably get to 7 figures. You will comfortably become $1 million cleaning business. Marketing will not be a problem in your business. So this is the strategy that we use today. We focus on those 4 areas. As I said at the beginning, we have looked at lots of different other marketing channels, Facebook, some offline strategies, but really what we find is that the highest conversion rates, the highest close rates, the best quality customers, and the customers that will pay our high rates are seen on Google on page 1. So that is why our focus is on dominating and maximizing our visibility on that first page. So when we look at how we go about trying to be as visible as possible on page 1, there are obviously 4 sections, but we can simplify that into sections 1 and 2, which is your Google local service ads and Google Ads sections. We look at that as a combined ads strategy. So at the end of the day, with Google local services, we get charged for a lead basis. So each time a phone call comes through or a message, we're charged a set amount by Google. But on Google Ads, even though it's a cost per click method, ultimately what we're trying to do is still trying to generate leads. We're still trying to get people to call us or send out an online inquiry. So at the end of the day, when we're looking at Google Ads, it's how much money do we put in and how many leads did we get out. So whether we are putting in money into Google LSA or Google Ads, ultimately what we're trying to do is maximize the number of leads we're getting for the budget. So when we're looking at our cleaning business and, for the other campaigns that we run for other cleaning businesses, ultimately what we do is we come up with an ad budget, let's say it's $1,000 a month. And then we will look at Google local service ads and Google Ads. And if we have some history in the account and we know what the cost per leads are for both of those platforms, we will divide up the budget between the 2. And, it's not the case that one is always better than the other. It often changes. So, we are constantly moving the budget around those 2 with the idea that we're trying to maximize the number of leads that we're getting for the budget. So when we look at the ad strategy, we look at Google local service ads and we look at Google Ads, individually. With LSA, there's a few things that are really, really important. So, we need to make, this may sound obvious, but when a phone inquiry comes in, we need to make sure we're picking up that call. If you as the business owner are in the field and unable to pick up the calls, you want to try and get a VA or telephone messaging service to pick up those calls, because Google will monitor the pickup rate. And obviously, if you've got 2 companies, one company that always picks up the phone and one that picks up the phone 50% of the time, obviously the company that picks up the phone all the time is going to deliver a far better overall experience for the Google searches. So Google is obviously going to give that company more visibility. So, you know, we want to make sure that pickup rates is maximized as much as possible. Also on LSA, we want to make sure that we're obviously delivering a really great service, because the number of reviews is really important. We want to make sure that we're getting lots and a consistent stream of reviews, and if Google is seeing that and they're seeing that we're providing a good service, again, they will give us greater visibility. On the Google Ads side, as I said, it's a slightly different model. We're running a cost per click model, but obviously it's around keyword targeting. So we want to make sure that we're getting in front of the highest quality search traffic. You know, we want to be getting in front of residential cleaners in Boston, maid service near me, best cleaning companies in my area, those sorts of terms, because if we're getting in front of that search traffic, they are showing intent to purchase, and then we'll get a higher conversion rate. They're likely to pick up the phone and give us a call or send us an online inquiry. So if we're going after different ads, you know, there's lots of cleaning related searches happening every single day. You know, maid service near me is an example of a great one, but there will be people searching for things like, you know, how long does it take to clean a 3-bedroom house, or how do I clean a bathtub, or how much do cleaners get paid in my area? Those are all examples of other cleaning related searches, but obviously those people aren't in the market for a cleaning service. There is no intent there. The conversion rate from that traffic is going to be a lot lower. So the skill around Google Ads is identifying where that high quality traffic is, and then driving that traffic to an optimized landing page, which will convert the traffic to getting that person to pick up the phone and call you or fill out an online inquiry. So as I said, we look at these two together, and we look at you know, we're running the cost per lead metrics for each platform, and we will be moving the budget between the two depending on which is getting us the best results. So 1 and 2 is like the combined ad strategy, and then sections 3 and 4, the Google My Business profile section, and then the organic SEO section, we see as an overall SEO strategy. So with Google My Business, you know, similar to LSA, the reviews is really important. We want to make sure that whenever we are completing a job, we want to make sure that obviously the customer is happy. And if the customer is happy, we have a process where we're trying to collect those reviews. So there are many scheduling softwares, such as you know, ZenMaid, Launch 27, Booking Koala. There's many others which will send an automated email to a client after service has been completed with a link to the Google reviews, to leave a Google review. So, you know, that is an automated process, and you know, you want to try to have that sort of automation in your business to make sure that you're getting a consistent stream of good quality reviews. So Google My Business, you know, the reviews is really important. They will obviously pick up the location of where your office is, or if it's your home address that you've used to set up the profile, they'll be looking at the proximity between the address and where the person is searching. There's not a huge amount we can do around that, but you know, obviously if you are you know, your address is a long way away from where you are doing the services, providing the cleaning, then you need to be aware that might be harming your Google My Business optimization. There are various things that we obviously can do to get around that. And then third and finally on GMB, you know, we need to make sure that we've optimized our profile. So we need to make sure that the description of our service is maxed out. There's lots of keyword content in there. We want to be adding lots of you know, images. We want to be posting regularly. You know, all these types of things will again indicate to Google that we are an active company, and they will boost our visibility as well. So Google My Business is quite a separate strategy, but obviously if we can get in that top 3 listings in the middle map section, that is going to be hugely beneficial for us. And then fourth of all, organic SEO. As I said, we look at GMB and organic SEO as you know, like a combined SEO strategy. With the organic SEO, there are a few things that we need to make sure. So we need to make sure our on-page SEO is optimized. So we need to make sure our website is loading quickly. There's nothing worse than going to a website and it takes five seconds or longer for it to load up. So Google wants to see that you're providing a good quality experience to people coming to your website. You know, there's got to be lots of content about, you know, the residential cleaners in Boston. You know, you need to be talking about that. You need to be, you know, your images need to be titled in that way. You know, blog posts, those types of things will all help with your on-page SEO. And Google also looks at something called the off-page SEO, and that is things like you know, other websites linking to you. So if you have you know, a very established company, and say you've been interviewed as the business owner by, you know, newspapers in your area, mum's blogs, anything like that, you know, if they publish an interview with you on their website and they include a link back to your website, that backlink is basically a vote of confidence. And that is, you know, and Google interprets this as saying, yes, this is a vote, you know, this company has vouched for this cleaning company. If we've got lots of votes that they're doing the right sort of thing, then again, we think that this is a high quality business and we're going to rank them higher up in the SEO rankings. So, you know, third and final, you know, Google likes content, fresh content. So we need to be, you know, updating our website regularly. We want to be putting together a blog posts, videos, images, all those types of things, and distributing that on social media to increase the amount of traffic that is going through or reading through that content. So fresh content and ongoing fresh content is really important as well. So I hope you found this video helpful. As I said, this is what we focus on, you know, in my own cleaning business. It's effectively as simple as thinking, you know, Google page one, we need to have an optimized ad strategy, which includes LSA and Google ads. And then we need to have an optimized SEO strategy with Google My Business, and then the organic SEO strategy. And, you know, all four of those require time and effort to optimize those. But if we optimize them and are effective in our efforts, we will be visible in 4 sections of page 1 of Google. And if that happens, we will have a very high chance of getting getting a large chunk of searches that come through. And obviously, you know, growth of your cleaning business is driven by very, very large extent by your marketing, by the volume of new leads that are coming through your doors every single day. And if we can be visible on those sections, 4 sections of Google page 1, then we will never have a marketing problem. You know, we will always have leads. And, you know, with that in mind, your business will grow very quickly. You know, if you're recruiting as well, you will quickly get to the high hundreds of thousands and the 7-figure level as well. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If you did find it helpful, it'd be great if you could just like, comment and subscribe to the channel. That just gives me a good indication that you are enjoying this type of content, and is a great help for me as well. So I will leave it at that. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.